Hi grade 11s, welcome to this video. I will be doing page 92 with you, where you have two cylindrical pipes, A and B. You need to draw the curve of interpenetration. You need to complete the top view. You need to develop both pipes. So we are going to begin with the starting point here, just extending that center line or creating a center line from there. Then we are told that the diameter of this is 50. So I will use radius 25. To draw the circle. Then once I have that, I'm going to divide this circle into 12 equal parts. Making sure that I number them 1 to 12. Once I have done this, I'm going to project up and get my starting point just here, maybe 10 to 15 millimeters away from the top view. We have a height of 70 millimeters. Then in order to start the branch pipe, we need to measure 5 millimeters. 5. So I just take the point and join it up there. I need to get that was my x1. Now I need to get my starting point also 15 first. So this is my xy. Then 70 up from there. Then 5 millimeters, which is there. Now I can extend my center line. And remember, this is our branch height, our main height A. The inside is 45. So it's just 45 on each side. Then 45 again for this piece here, for the branch pipe. Then we are told that our branch pipe has a diameter of 40 cm and it is 56 millimeters long. So I'm going to measure 56 42 divided by 2, it's 21. And to mark that, I'm going to draw the auxiliary view here. Actually, let me make it. I won't draw the auxiliary view yet. I will just extend the center line. I want to make it a full circle. So we'll just bring this in. So measure 21 twice, then bring it in. Center line. And just double check this is still being 1. I'm taking my beam 1 from here. I'm placing it anywhere in that line. I'm drawing the auxiliary view using 45. That would be my center line. And once I have that, I can just mark on each side and divide. So this is me dividing this auxiliary view into equal parts to 12. And then the numbering begins. We need to number it properly. So once I have that, I'm now going to make sure that I number that. I'm going to start my numbering here with letters. Because I already used numbers in the top view. I already used numbers, so I'm going to use letters here. So now, 45 degrees. I've already brought my G, H, and F, L, and E, J, D, brought down, A, C, will be mostly A. So those are my points. And then where my center is of that auxiliary view, I need to bring it down, straight down. That is where I will start my auxiliary view for the view. So still at 21. I draw my circle. See, let me bring my points first down. I don't need to make sure that they are in line. Let me first know which point will be here so that my auxiliary view can be a little bit further away. So I can just do my auxiliary view. Then let's say here. Just making sure that there's enough space between it and where the pipe will begin. Then quickly divide it into 12. Then the numbering, this is where 4 is. So where my 1 is, I'm going to have 4. So my A then will be here. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. So just make sure that your 4 and your 1 are sort of in line, because there's my A in line with my highest point, which is 4. So A must be in line with that. So I must bring my points to. So we already have G meets with G here, creates a point. Then we have H and F. I have H, then I have F. Let me make sure that my points hold all the way here. And I have F here. That's where they are. Then we have E and right. Drop down E, take it across. Then we have I, take it across. J, E, D, J, D, here, and J, A, C, and K, C is in line with E. Then we have K. Then B and L. B, L, and lastly we have A. Okay, which will then be here. In smooth freehand, you want to join your point. Once you are happy with the curve of the circle, you can use your flexi curve, your French curve, or just freehand, and make sure that you join your points. Once they are joined, you can then take these ones, opposite the cylinder, to go touch the. So those are your points that make up the curve. So here you have E, then you have CE, then you have BF, then you have HL, then you have IK, then J. So those are the points. Then for your numbers, going to the front, you have your number there, which is 9 and 11. Then we have 10 this side. We have 12 and 8. 1, 7. We have 2, 6. Then 5, 3. 5, 3. Then we have 4. These points are important to remember because you want to be on the safe side. Now for the curve of interpenetration, we have J here. So we're going to take J. J and D are in the same place. So you're going to have a point D. Remember, if this is your, basically these are your front points, these are your back points. So we only need the first half of the points. 5. Let's see. Then we have 12. Okay. Then I with I is here. With I and K and H L, which is here. Just closer to 3. Just need to make this point just closer. And where's my L? I'm missing. Oh, the K was supposed to be here. Erase that. Because the point is there. And then lastly, we have V and A here. V, A. So that is the curve of interpenetration. That's how it looks. Once you are happy with it in construction, you can go over it using a smooth curve, and you darken that. So now this is your curve of interpenetration. So you just do the first half of the points because these points are all in line with each other. There's no hidden detail because the curve is the same front and back. So from there now, we are going to develop. We are going to start with the development of the main pipe, which is pipe A. This pipe. We are going to start with that development. We're first going to project it across, getting the height, and then from there, once we have the height, we will start the development here. I'm not sure why I actually darkened this one. Keep it in construction. Needs to be in construction. Then, because it's a cylinder, we need to calculate the circumference. So the diameter of this circle times 3,14. So the diameter was 50. So the line will be 157 millimeters long. For the development in total, 155,667. So that's 157. Then once we have that, any angle, we are going to divide the line into equal parts. So any angle of my choice, I need to open the random distance here. I'm not sure, I didn't measure it. It might be 15, it might be 10, I don't know. I'm marking 12.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And this is 12 excluding that. So in total, from here to there, I have 13. If I'm counting this one. If I'm counting from here, I have 12, but all my points are 13 in total. Then I take my ruler and I join the last point with the last point of the line. So you can see that my line is not actually straight. Even if it was here, I was going to join it like that. Then I just want to align that side. You can support it with a T-square. You can support it with anything or another set square. You can see that I've aligned it with how that line is. Like that. Then I'm supporting it at the bottom so that I can slide it down. So once I have my points, I'm going to now bring them down 90 degrees. So that is how my development is going to be. From here, I'm going to be opening up my development from this 4 going around. So I've numbered 1 until, 4 up until 4 to the other side. So I'm going around in this circle from this 4 going around and then again. So I'm opening it up from this exact point here. So now let's get our points for the development. Let's zoom out a little. We're just going to start. You can see that point 10 and point 4 are down here. So 4, 10, 4. Then you can use your compass to get your points, like opening from 9 and 11, opening that distance, and then going to 9 and marking it, and then going to 11 and marking it. You can do that. I'm, however, just going to project. So I have 9 here. We have 11 there. Then you have 12 and 8. And you can see 9 and 11 are passing through 5, 3. So might as well make 5 as well as 3, those points. Then 12, 8 and 2, 6 are also going to be in line. 6, 8, 12, and 2. They are all in line. And lastly, we have 1 and 7. 1 here, 7 there. In construction, you wanna just join the points for this development at the bottom. So this is how the bottom of the cylinder will look like. And then now we need to actually locate the curve. But before we bring these points, first we need to actually find out where they are on this line. So we use the top view because it has the true lengths. So we're going to have to get the top view here. Open, we have 4 to BF, 4 as well to HL should be the same distance. There and there. So we have 4 marking a distance there. Then I'm also marking another distance from this 4. But then when we're heading over to 5, we have B, so that's what we have here, B and F. And when we head over to 3, we have H and L. So those are the points. Then again from 4, we're using 4 as our reference point. We want to get CE as well as IK. So from 4, I'm just marking the distance first, then I will figure out which point it is. So from 4 again, you mark it. Then when you go up 4, 3, out. So it's 4, 3, then we have I and K. I, K, then 4, 5, CE. 4, 5, CE. Then lastly, 4 to get D to get J. 4, first mark your point. Also from the other side, mark your point. Then 4, 3, IK, yes, IK, then J. 4, 3, IK, our J will be here. Then 4, BF, 5, CE, then we have our D. Then in line with what 4, we have G and we have A. G, A, G, A. So that's what we have in line for 4. So now that you have your points, we can go and now bring the points of the curve into penetration. So we have in this line, which has G and A, we have A, and you make your point for G, you make your point for G. Then you move on to, this is H and F in this way. So the point that I will take is to H and F. But where is my H? Where is my H? You're seeing my F there. I want to extend my lines up. So now I'm only dealing with the alphabets. I'm done with the numbers. J, I, K, then H and L. So this was H, F. So my F is here. My F is there. My H is here. That's my second point. Then here we have I and E for this line, for this point here. We're taking it across. We have E. Where is E? This is E. You have to plot it. Then where is I? I is here. You have to plot I here. Then we have J and D. We have J and D. J, O is J and D. We have D here. We have J this way. Then we have K and E coming this one. For K and C. So C, then K, D, then L and B. This is my B. This is my L. And lastly, A. A is on this line. A on the other side. Smooth curve once again. Freehand construction line. So that is how the interpenetration, how the development of the main pipe, which is A, looks like. The bottom part and then the side. So when you open it up here, from this point here, flipping it over to the other side, this is what you will get. So this is how it must be cut in order to be able to fit the other cylinder into. So once you have that, you have an idea of how it looks like. You want to draw the two. So that is the development A. Now for the development of B, since they have the same diameter, I'm just going to bring, you should actually extended these lines all the way down, the division lines. So I'm just taking down these numbers. What you can do is you can calculate the circumference again, which is 3,14 times 50. And then divide the line. So follow just that method that we did. Divide the line into 12 equal parts. So I'm just going to extend my divisions since they are the same diameter. Oh, they're actually not. What are they? Let me just double check the question quickly. Nope, they are not. Never mind. They are actually not. This one is 42. So now I need to erase all of this. So the development, it will be 3,14 times 42, which will be 131,88. So I'll just draw a line first. We'll then start it here, going that way. 138, 131,88. 1, let's do just be closest to 132. Once I have that, I will divide that line at any random angle of my choosing. I will divide it into 12 equal parts. Once again, I do not know what it will be. It might be 50, but I just need to mark 12.2, 3, 4, 5. Then join them. Use my set square, align it with that angle and start sliding. Then project them straight down. So once now my development has been done, I'm now going to number this according to the auxiliary view. I'm going to open my development from here. So I'm going to number A up until L. I'm starting at A. So just anywhere here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, and back to A. So this is as low as possible. I haven't figured out what the lowest point will be. So I'm just making sure that I have my points. Then from there, now it's time to develop. Make sure that it's going to be a bit, I need to really zoom out so that I can still have my top view and my development showing. So once I have that, I'm going to just start by opening from here, going that way. Only the points of development. Those are the only points that I'm looking at for this. So here I have A. I'm going to open from the edge to A. That is the distance that I'm opening. Then where my line for A is, I'm going to mark it. Then I'm going to mark it that side. Then we move on L and B, which is here. Your L and B, set that. So you have B, mark it, L, mark it. Then we move on to C and K. Open from there, C and K. Mark K, and then mark C. Then we have J and D. J and E. That's J. That's E. Then we have I and E. I and E. That's I. That's E. Then you have H and F. That's E. That's F. And you have G. So those are your points. Freehand construction first. You want to sort of get to see how the shape looks like. Once you have an idea, you want to now outline the straight lines, which is this line from here to here. Then you just want to start getting your smooth curve. Oops. So you just want to join your points there. Just fix that point. So that is how my two developments look like. The development would be the development of A. So this is the page completed. Thank you so much for watching. I will be seeing you on the next video.